Hello Taurus, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me and watching, supporting me by watching the videos. So yeah, please, if you haven't subscribed, I invite you to do that now, during or after the video, yeah, or at the end of the video. The choice is yours, of course. And so where we go, so this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus, so wherever Taurus sits in your chart for you. And also I just want to remind everybody that these reads are general, so they may or may not resonate with you. So just take what does and leave what does not. Okay, so this is, the energy is kind of like different at the moment. So we're working with a lot of the a galactic council, or not even, it's like a council of universal beings, basically. Energies that have come through, the angels, guides and helpers of mine, and also, you know, tupuna energy that come from, you know, not just in this lifetime, but also in the many lifetimes that I've been here before. And so you may have been, and I'm talking like that, I'm bringing they're bringing this through because some of you will have been, you know, a lot of been digging and delving a lot deeper and been wondering, you know, and looking things that have come up with for you and wondering where that has come from. So I feel like some of you who understand this are going to be, you know, have been exploring things that are slightly different. Well, if you haven't, then, well, you probably will now anyway. So anyway, I'll work with a range of different deities, you could say, but also a lot of my, you know, different tupuna as well, okay, or tupuna. Okay, or ancestors at the end, depending on where that sits with you. Okay, so they're just like slowing the energy down. So something may have been slowing down for you, Taurus, at the moment, and where there was maybe something really quite heightened had come up, and it's like, whoa, and it's kind of blowing things out of the water or blowing things up emotionally. I do feel like but something is settling though. So interestingly enough, I'm working with these cards. I'm starting off with the Moonology cards. I'm just looking for the packet. And I was going to initially start off with this, but for you Taurus, we're going to start off with these. And so where we go. So we're working here with, you know, what does Taurus most need to know right now for this month of November in 2021 that, you know, that will help you in some way to either make sense of things, understand something, give you a little bit of guidance or a little bit of clarity as to what is happening for you this month and possibly going into December. So today I am recording this on Monday the 8th of November. So as you can figure out, I'm a little bit running a little bit behind, and I'm just doing these now because my energy levels have been are feeling a lot more balanced, and you know there has just been a lot going on, but also for me has been a bit of a time thing going on there as well, and fitting everything in my life. So you may be like having to like slow down as well, or just wind down, and honoring yourself and feeling like you don't have to like be here, there or everything like that, is where they're going with that. So just like taking that time for yourself basically, and allowing yourself to slow down, and when your energy levels are lifted or raised, and it's like, yeah, and you feel like you can go boom, go and do that, and then, you know, then they're saying like do it, and they just say don't leave things, you know, on saying that I'm hearing somebody was like, there's an energy like coming through that's like, don't do things half-assed though, you know, on saying that. So anyway, we're going to start off with these Moonology cards. There's a message with each of them, and I'm going to take that one because it's like just come through, and that one, okay, and then this one is like, I'm drawn to take that one as well. Okay, cool. So here we go. Okay, and then I'm just going to put these aside. So the first card out is nothing is set in stone. And that's with the mutable moon. So I love the energy, or the energy and the messages that come through. I'm not going to read it from the book because I feel like this actually pretty much will say it all for you at the moment, and we'll see what the tarot and other cards what I'm drawn to. will come through with the different messages. So something maybe not sitting right with you at the moment, and they're just saying, like, you know, your guides, your spirit guides, you know, are just saying, you know, nothing is set in concrete, or I'm saying concrete, but I'm hearing somebody else's concrete, but it's part of me set in stone. And something is really like, because I'm just starting to notice I've belched, and I haven't belched through any of the readings so far, you know. So there's something that is sitting right here in your esophagus, and, you know, or something's coming up where it's just not sitting right for you. So sitting right for you. So this one here is in reverse. So the energy is gaining momentum with a waxing moon. So I feel like, you know, with this being in reverse, maybe something is slowing down. So maybe, you know, there may be something it's going to whatever it is that is working with here. For this is like something maybe getting slowed down for you. So it's like, don't overthink it or something, because it's like, I can't believe it. And that's with the waxing moon. So something is like, yeah, okay, being slowed down, okay? Or something is happening where it might give you more time to do something else. So it may be like a goalpost is moved, or it may be, you know, that something comes up. So this is where they're just saying, you know, comes up, and it's just, and it might feel like, oh my God, what the frack is going on now? But actually, for a lot of you, it could be that, and it's like because you may be feeling more in a rush to do something. For others of you, I feel like it's like divine timing. It's like, and maybe you're wanting to put off doing something, and it's like, okay, this is like, and it's like, so it's like, okay, and you've put out for it. And so I feel like what they're talking about here with this card coming up, it's like there's something is slowing down for you in some way or form. So you can get either the right information or the correct information, or you could buy some time for something else to, for something that you're maybe not wanting to do, or maybe slowing you down. And in the meantime, you're getting a bit of a rest, but you're able to think through things, process things as well with this card here. Wow, that's pretty cool. And here, the next card is you're very close to achieving your goal. So there's something about, you know, even though this is happening here, it's like I feel like there's something about turning around, or something, information comes to you where the thing is, you know, where you can where you get what the information that you need, so you can achieve the goal of where you're wanting to do, what you're wanting to do, be, give, and have in your life at the moment. But also not just at the moment, but also it's like a pivotal moment. It's like setting yourself up for the future, basically. So it's there is something, or there is, I'm just loving when I look at this card in this angle, how, you know, the moon, and they've taken, you know, the photo up with them, looking up amongst the trees. So there's something bigger or brighter. So something is brewing up, I'm feeling, is like, because the waxing moon or the gibbous moon, that's in that one, the waxing moon is something is slowing it down, but this gibbous moon, I've kind of got a little bit reading the wrong card there, but it's like there's something like I feel like is brewing up, basically, because you're nearly there, or come to a completion of something. Because here in the next one we have the believe in the impossible. So with the blue moon, okay, that's coming through here, and I want to say a full moon with that one, or a new moon. It's like there's something new, but there's something fuller coming through. Okay, wow, that's really quite powerful, the energy that I'm feeling with these cards at the moment with that message. So you know, so like I say, just take what does resonate and leave what does not. I'm going to use this cosmic deck at the moment, so I'm just going to pull out. Okay, Ten of Pentacles. There's something like something is coming to, like, I want to say fruition, but in the sense that, you know, there is coming together, or you can see or feel at the same time, even though with whatever is, you know, not set in stone, it's like you can see actually how this, whatever it is that's coming up, or what you're transitioning, it can be quite beneficial for the greater good, you know, of one and all those concerned that are around you. And it's, you know, and it's kind of like, and this is where this questioning of, you know, which way shall I go with this? The Ten of Wands, there's something about a burden, okay, or something that you've been wanting, that you've been carrying, that's not actually yours, and some of it is yours as well. I'm saying that, but it's like there's a sense of relief, and they're talking about letting that go. Okay, so it's kind of like, so you're not dragging along, you know, something else. You're not dragging it along, but it's getting that understanding, and it's kind of like, it's like I'm hearing like I want to strike the match here and like just like get rid of it or burn it. So there is something about like allowing that to go, you know, like burn it away. Like just when I'm talking about burning it away, I'm just seeing like, you know, exercise and, you know, sweat it out or whatever that is. It might be that you have a punching bag and to move that to help you to process it or whatever. But I do feel like, you know, outside of that, there is something, you know, that you, that it's like you've learned what that is, the lesson is about that, and it's time to move on and release it. The Queen of Cups is here. So it's like, you know, she's talking about, you know, this, because quite often she can wear her heart on her sleeve. And I'm feeling like that on saying that, it's like, you know, and you may be feeling like, oh, I don't want to do that, or just have a little cry or whatever was going on, or emotional stuff. But she can, you know, like the Queen, like I say, the Queen can wear her heart on her sleeve. So it's finding that balance with it and allowing yourself to actually go there, rather than like hold it in as you're releasing that, okay? Because it's going to be to your advantage, basically, or it's going to be something that is going to help lift your energy because you're not feeling like weighed down about it. So allow yourself to release those informations, because this is like she's, you know, you're being more, it's like helping you to be more in control of your emotions in a way, in a positive way. So and helping you to like get that out. So you, if there is maybe some decisions for some of you that you're making, or some choices, or you may be choosing to go down a different path or something, or relieving, you know, whether this is a relationship or something like that, it's like coming to fruition or to an end, and, you know, or something, a new beginning or something like that. But and allowing yourself to release whatever that emotion is, and, you know, and it's like there's a sense of peace and calm, because she's like content with what she's, you know, the choices, or in just what she's, where she has been in life, and, you know, and that sort of thing. So I'm just going to like see where we go in that. So, and I just feel like, you know, this is like, you know, believing and like having that little tonguey, that little cry sometimes, or a big one, whatever it is for you. It's just like, it helps us want to be clear that to see actually what is possible. Okay. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. You know, and we can, and then we, you know, because otherwise, if we're holding on to emotions, we could block our, you know, our intuition. When I say block, we can, you know, clog it up basically, with, you know, our thoughts, you know, and as well, which maybe, you know, when we go in there, depending on what we're thinking about. And so help us to make a decision that it's in, you know, in a, I don't want to say a coherent energy way that is, you know, balanced from our emotions and our thoughts, you know, with a bit of a logic and balancing that right brain, left brain we're thinking there as well. So it's kind of like, because quite often we can feel, you know, think with our emotions more so than our, you know, our logic, and there is, you know, there are times it's about finding the balances where they're going with it. So being in that ground. So like this is you, like you're grounded in, you know, in the success, and, you know, I feel like they're, you know, they're just saying like, take that, you are successful. It's like you've come through, you've been through a cycle, and you're moving into a new phase, and which has the potential to be, you know, very successful, but it's not, you know, seeing it as dragging along other stuff behind it. And, you know, because I'm hearing like in that sense of, you know, or let that stop you from moving, you know, whatever's going on around it, not let it stop you from moving into, you know, into the new phase, basically. Wow, that's pretty cool. Okay, I don't want to take that one, but it's not feeling like didn't jump right out. So we're going to move this way now. And we have here the Six of Swords. Yep. So there's something about that you're moving away from, or something is moving away from you, but I feel like it's more you're moving away from because of your, but you're understanding more about your energetically, as well as, you know, the emotional and the way that your thinking has been. It's like you're releasing it. So it's like you're moving away from something. So we're just doing some energy, like, you know, you'll notice my hands flipping around or moving around a lot differently through this one. So the energy that that my guides are working with are helping to shift the energy, to clear it, to get a different, you know, it will just shift it in the sense, so for a clearer perspective or perception. And that's so like that's free will. So if it's not resonating with you, then you will not get it. receive it, because that's your choice. But if it is resonating, then hopefully I hope it will help a little bit there for you, or a lot, depending on what is going on. So here we have the Ace of Wands here, who, which is, talking about this, opening up, because as you're moving away from something, this, the idea that you have, or the energy, this burst of energy that you will be receiving, and that magic or that momentum starts, you can get a little bit more momentum, and like these ideas that you've had in the past, but new ones coming up as well, you can start to move with them, and gain a little bit of momentum with it, and starting to put some new things into place, or even some old ideas, or when I say old ideas that you've thought about before, it's like there's still room to put them in, to bring them in, to slot them in. So that's pretty way friggin' cool. So they're just talking about, letting yourself go with the flow, and not overthinking about it as well with that one. So there's definitely something new coming up, but it's just like moving away, or walking away, releasing, I feel like you've been guided to head in a certain direction. And I feel like there's a brand new project, as well as a project that could be all you've already started. So, and maybe another one that you can branch off with that one. So this other one, but there's something like getting, it's like you're gaining a little bit more momentum. Okay, I really only wanted one, but there's two that's come out here. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands and the Three of Swords. So there's something about, here, like the Three of Wands. So definitely something about, there's a time thing here. It may be that you've been sitting on this for a little while, because you've got this idea here with this Ace of Wands here. And, that's coming in. It may be an idea that you've been sitting on for a little while, and but you've gained a little bit more information, and maybe you've had a little, you're learning from something from in the past, but I feel like there's a brand new project, and because it's like now you've got an idea, and you've like the Two of, where they're talking about the Two of, Wands, if that was here, it's like, okay, now, I've got the idea, and like it's researching and bringing it together, and looking, in the horizon. It's like, where to from now? What do I need to do to bring it together? And some of you may have been sitting on it for a little bit longer than you needed to, but that's okay. I feel like there's more of an opportunity now for you to, get cracking with something, or take the next step to bring it to life a bit more, with, and that will get you moving a little bit more, show you a bit more to the next door, basically, as to where the next step could be for you. So there's the Three of Swords that's come out, come up here as well. So there may be, I feel like this is about balance, and not running with things. So there may have been some disappointment around it that may have been holding you back with that. Before, and and maybe there's a bit of disappointment in yourself, and with it's running through your head. So don't self-sabotage. It's like your thoughts and about disappointment that may have broken your heart in the past. It's like, I do feel like, if anything, utilize as you'll drive forward. It's like, now that and maybe that's what's held you off. It's like, and it may be that you're like, in a way, it's like, I should have, I wish I could have, should have, would have, didn't. But now I do feel like this is coming up again, which come up earlier. There may be, there's something that's come up again, and to have a look at and venture into. So I'm just going to pull out the Archangel Raphael card. So everybody wants to, have a jump in and have a little bit of a word with you. So, yeah. Let's see what happens, what's going to come out for you. Whoopsie daisy. I'm not going to take all of those. We'll just see on like one or two cards. Angels, one or two. Okay, Raphael. Heal your past. So this is kind of where they're going from with, with this. Is like, often, there's something about, that's coming up. And I feel like, lately, recently, and maybe for a little while, there's been some challenges about, healing, different energies that have, around you in the past, and not looking at the past, but looking in the future, and allowing yourself to see a brighter future. Okay, so that's like shifting the narrative of what it's a possibility, but this is also a possibility as well. Okay, so it's like, and that will help you to like keep the vision, keep the focus on the future, rather, you know, and rather than being stuck, feeling like you're stuck or not moving. Okay. And it's going to mean that you're going to have to readjust things or your way of thinking, but healing the past is going to has come up, and it will help you to understand some things about yourself as well, which is where, you know, it's a lot more magic, more magic comes in, and we start to visit it, and it's like, okay, that's kind of, I get that, you know, and sometimes we make decisions that we don't really understand, and it's like, you know, after it's like, damn, there was a little bit of a knee-jerk, you know, a decision, and I think I might have made that on emotional, you know, there was a lot of emotion in there that may have been, so I may have made a decision based on that, and it's, you know, in a negative way, you know, it's where this questioning is, so it's like getting that balance. So in the sense that you might have rushed through things when something emotional was happening, had come up around you, basically. And so you may have missed some steps or something like that, and ran, and where you may have needed to like just jog or walk. And so it means that you may have missed some steps, or not really fully listened to your intuition, basically. To make it, you know, maybe a lot more smoother later. But hey, they're at this point. So they're just talking about like healing your past, and get ready to make a move. You know, they're just going to finish off with that. So get ready to make your move, okay? Is what Archangel Raphael is, his cordial with you, or message for you today as well. So, and so that with he's around, there's a lot of energy, like healing the past, and that, so there's probably something, you know, that's coming up that he's helping to move or shift, or get you, you know, or bring to you to understand what is going on. Okay, awesome, beautiful. Anyway, I'm going to they're just talking about, I'm going to anchor that and ground that. So I hope that makes sense for you, because I'm going to leave it there for now. And we shall come back in a couple of weeks. Okay, bye for now.